Hello, it is I. Now it's no secret that I absolutely love the Crew Motorfest. I've made multiple videos praising the game on the many things that it does so well. But there are quite a few things which the Crew 2 actually does better than the Crew Motorfest. And that's exactly why I'm here with this video, so let's hit 4,000 likes on this video. Come on, help your boy out. Thank you very much, and now let us get into this video. Now, one of my favourite parts about the Crew 2 were of course the houses, as they were a great concept. They were very customizable, you could choose which cars you want in each floor. There were incredible photo opportunities, and you know, it just added a little bit of like human element to the game, as a character actually had a house to reside in. They didn't just live on the streets all the time. So in Motorfest, I assumed that they would keep the houses but add to them and make them so much better. But what did they do? Well, they got rid of them completely. Instead, if you want to view your cars, then you have to pause the game and basically look at your cars through here. And if you want to customize a car, then yep, it's the exact same view, and I much prefer the Crew 2's view because it was an actual house in that game. So yeah, but I'm really hoping that houses do return in the Crew Motorfest because it was such a great idea, and I don't know why they got rid of it. And the car sounds in the Crew Motorfest are incredible. It's some of the best I've ever heard in any racing game. But something I miss in the Crew 2 which is not seen in this game are those crazy exhaust bangs when you're shifting gears. How crazy does that sound? But in the Crew Motorfest, well, you do not get that sound. Now yes, I know that exhaust banging sound isn't exactly like super realistic for the S1000RR or really any car in the game, because basically every single car in that game had that crazy backfire sound, but it did sound good and I absolutely loved making my exhaust bang. But in this game, yeah, you can't do it, which is very annoying. Now in the Crew Motorfest, you get all the cool vehicles that we saw in the Crew 2, like the cars, the bikes, the boats, the planes. It's amazing. But we also get quad bikes in this game, which you don't get in the Crew 2. So hey, you might be thinking, oh, the Crew Motorfest has better selection of vehicles. Nope, that is not the case, because we do not have helicopters in this game. Where's the helicopter? Where is it, man? Where is it? It's nowhere to be seen. Honestly, helicopters were a great way of traveling by air in the Crew 2, because if you want to go faster, you can go fast, and if you want to go slow, then you can just hover. Honestly, it was so great for sightseeing. But now in the Crew 2, oh no, the Crew Motorfest, we no longer have helicopters, which is very sad. So yeah, man, Ubisoft, please bring helicopters back, because it was such a great addition. I mean, honestly, how we have the amount of boats we have in the game but not one single helicopter is crazy. Like, come on, Ubisoft, please bring it back. Now in the Crew Motorfest, you of course have that incredible photo mode where you can actually adjust the time of day like this. But do you notice something? Yep, there is no weather slider. I mean, this is apparently weather, but I don't think morning, midday or afternoon is a weather. But if you compare that to the Crew 2, you can actually adjust the weather, and you can even adjust the weather in the Crew 1, which is very impressive. But in this brand new racing game, well, you can't, and that's very annoying. So yeah, but this is a really tiny downgrade which doesn't really make a huge difference, but I would have loved to see a weather adjustment in the photo mode, because oh, that would have been such a cool feature. Now, the Crew Motorfest map of Oahu is clearly much smaller than the Crew 2's map of the whole USA. However, if you open up the map in this game and zoom out, then watch this, okay? And yep, that's the most that you can zoom out in this game. So if I want to go to the volcano, then watch this, okay? This is going to take a very long time. Now I'm at the volcano. So yeah, man, this is very long and cumbersome, and it's very annoying. But if you compare that to the Crew 2, then you can actually view the full map of the USA. Now honestly, I don't hate this map view because it's like a 3D map and you can look around the buildings and everything, and it's very cool. But it would have been so much cooler if you could zoom out all the way, because this is just not enough. Now in the Crew 2 and the Crew 1, the weather was very diverse, and it was sort of, the map was sort of like split into different biomes. I mean, there were places which were sandy, wet, dry, humid, and there were even snowy places, which was amazing. But in the Crew Motorfest, well, it's basically just sunny everywhere with the occasional rain, but that's about it. Yep, there is no snow whatsoever. Even near the volcano, there is absolutely no snow to be seen, and I'm like, what? Like, where's the snow, Ubisoft? I mean, yes, I know this map is set in Hawaii, and Hawaii is very tropical, and there's no snow to be seen, but it really would have been cool to see like a snowy part of the map, maybe near the volcano, because I really miss the snow, man. Now, one of my biggest gripes about this game is the downgraded map. But now, don't get me wrong, okay? The map is so much more detailed and polished compared to the Crew 2's map. But I miss the USA in the game. I mean, I know it's not a proper Crew game, otherwise it would be called the Crew 3. But oh my days, that massive USA map is what made the Crew so special. And honestly, the detail in the Crew 2's map was actually very impressive. And I was expecting so much more in this game. And don't get me wrong, it is so much more detailed. But with a smaller map, I was expecting it to be so much more dense, but it's not very dense, this map. Oh, and also with this game, you don't get any more licensed racetracks, which is very annoying. I mean, yes, I know the licensed racetracks in the old game were very poorly modeled, but it was still cool, man. We had Laguna Seca and so many cool tracks, but in this game, we do have a racetrack, but it's not licensed, and that takes away from the cool factor of this game. So yeah, but I really hope that for the next game, they do add to the USA map, because it's a decent map, don't get me wrong, but I really miss the USA. Now, a small detail I noticed with the planes in the Crew Motorfest is that the rudder pedals do not move. I mean, keep your eye on the rudder pedals, okay? If I turn left, then yep, nothing. And if I turn right, then yep, nothing again. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this is a really hard thing to add into the game. Like, why do you expect Ubisoft to add this into the game? But, well, let me tell you something, okay? Because in the Crew 2, yeah, the rudder pedals actually moved and they were so realistic, and I love this feature. Okay, now being completely honest, I don't really care about this feature. I mean, it's not gonna like stop me from playing the game or anything, but it's a downgrade which I noticed, so I had to point it out in this video. So yeah, like I don't really care about this feature, but I had to point it out. Come on. I absolutely loved the atmosphere in the Crew 2 because the game felt very alive. And what helped to add atmosphere in the game were, of course, the very detailed pedestrians who react to your car. They walk around the city and, you know, they just add a lot of atmosphere to the game. I love the pedestrians. But in the Crew Motorfest, there are no pedestrians, so the city of Honolulu just seems like a massive ghost town. I mean, even Forza Horizon 5 has more pedestrians, and that's saying something. What are the traffic cars here doing? I mean, the atmosphere in this game isn't exactly awful, but if there were pedestrians, it would have been so much better. Now, in the Crew 2, you of course got incredible traffic vehicle variation. I mean, we of course got cars, trains, helicopters, and even flying planes, which are really impressive. But in the Crew Motorfest, you only get cars and yeah, that's about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do get planes like over here, but they're all parked up. Don't crash. Oh, that was close. But yeah, man, you do get planes, but they're all parked up, and yeah, it doesn't really add atmosphere. Oh my god. But in the Crew 2, you can literally race the planes, and it was so much fun. I mean, with a smaller map, I was expecting the traffic vehicle variation to be much more diverse, but it isn't. But hey ho, it is what it is. That was not meant to happen.